This is one of the largest ancient cities in the world.
But something about it doesn't feel right.
And the deeper we went, the less this felt like a place people just left behind.
It is a farming business, and that's why people also make their own furniture. So they make cabinets.
Como
estos. Este es un árbol de ceiba que se plantó porque se metió dentro del bosque y hay una competencia entre ellos. Todas las plantas que ustedes ven encima de las ramas son plantas aéreas.
You don't have to climb every one. Said you don't have to climb every one if you want.
Yeah.
I just sounded like there was a decent view, so. This is bigger than we expected. Vacation or vacation.
It doesn't feel like anything we've seen so far.
Here we sit back here.
I think the trees might be over there.
Archaeologists, since there are a total of 7 existing groups. There are 7 existing groups today that are Pennsylvania archaeologists during 1956 to 69. They were able to map. So this plaza was labeled Plaza Q or Complex Q, and these plazas are very unique because Tikal began to commission these pyramids right around 682 AD. So by 682 AD, that's when the kings of Tikal were able to build 7 of these plaza complexes. And this was built in the year 771 AD. That's the date given to this plaza, and it was built by a ruler known as Yash Nun Ayin. Yash is the word for green, Nun is the word for second, and Ayin is the word for crocodile. So he was green second crocodile. So he was the one that commissions the plaza. And he also gave a name to the plaza. So up to the 1980s, they had no idea what was the name. What we knew was Complex Q, but now we know that during the Maya days, the Maya used to give name to these plaza groups. So the name of this plaza was Nikwitz. The word Nik is the word for flower. The word Witz is the word for mountain. So the name of the plaza was Flowery Mountain, Nikwitz. And this is one of the second to the last twin pyramid plazas commissioned at Tikal. Since this is what also brings epigraphers, the people that read the Maya writing, to conclude that the twin pyramid plazas at Tikal were commemorating events of 20 years. And these are the 20-year cycle jubilees that became very important to Maya kings because often rulers celebrate their Katun events or their 20-year jubilees as rulers of their kingdom. So often they're able to learn that a ruler lived to see a Katun and a half, 30 years, or 2 Katuns, 40 years, 3 Katuns, which in the case of King Chocolate, that we saw the replica at the place where we stopped, he lived to see 4 Katuns. So he lived to see 8 years. So they know that this Katun event was very important for all Maya royal dynastic kings and queens. But in particular here at Tikal, they use these Katun events to celebrate the twin pyramid plazas. And the reason why they call them twin pyramids is because there are 2 identical buildings facing each other. So that's the Sunrise Building east, that's the Sunset Building west. And the reason why the west building remains as it is, which is a good example of before, is because during the project, Pennsylvania found no archaeological findings on that structure, so they decided not to bother to continue exploring the 6 remaining plazas that remains at Tikal. So this is the only one that they did. Also, to the north side, there is the
We knew about Tikal, but this doesn't feel like what we thought it would be.
known as Complex R. The Complex R also is a duplicate of Twin Pyramid Plaza Cube. The same duality, east-west, sunrise, sunset, and north-south, nadir, zenith. And this is part of the north side. You can make up the outlining of the stairway. This is the edges of the terraces. Then you have the west stairway aligned to the lying broken stelas. Imagine that in 1848, when Tikal for the first time was seen by a government official, and for the first time this European Guatemala saw Tikal, this was the way how they were found, lying on the ground and broken. This is exactly how John Lloyd Steven also describes in his traveling of Central America, when he also ended up purchasing Copan, Honduras, how the stones and the altos were completely broken, lying on the ground. So this is exactly how archaeologists find those pieces. So seeing those ones well preserved, done by the archaeologists, that's the way how they were found. Of course, trees were growing on top.
Right.
Pieces broken, and they had to put all the puzzles together, put them upright, and then restore them. So this is the east structure, and across, if we were to cut down or clear up this area, we are going to see the west building, but this is still covered with trees, so we are going to see the opposite one as we exit Plaza R. I mean, Plaza R, yes. This is Complex R. The west building, again, north stairway, edges of the terraces. So you can see the original blocks as a result of the root pressure. You know, they're already being pushed out, and eventually they're gonna roll down.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that all these blocks were on people's back,
Yeah.
because the Maya had no wheel, no animal burden, no metals. So everything was human sweat and blood.
Oh, he's running. When I first
Oh,
saw
I
it,
actually missed it. This sucks.
I actually just thought it was a cat, because I wasn't paying attention.
At the top, at the highest point, and that's the room or the chamber where the king will ascend and meditate and receive revelations from the gods, because the Maya believed that the higher the buildings, the closer they were to the heavens. So in a way, they were duplicating the mountain peaks that became part of their landscaping. And if you can see the square holes on the upper white panel, those are the square holes that remain, that is part of wooden rafters. The same way how in Hong Kong, China, India, they use bamboo to build houses. That's exactly how the Maya used wood scaffolds to build the temples. And as I said, no wheel, no metals. And the temple rises to a height of 45 meters. And of course, it took Pennsylvania University 5 years to find the remains beneath Temple 1, which is the replica we saw, the place where we stopped. And of course, if you look at the first layer of the terraces, those blocks are still original, but the pyramids were called wits.
It just keeps going.
Okay, this one. We're not entering the privacy of the elite. a lot of denials, betrayals, conspiracy, treachery, jealousy. Everything happens in here. So this was the royal residence of the kings and queens of Tikal. Tikal is one of the kingdoms that is considered that the biographers have been able to come up with a chronology of 33 kings that governed Tikal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every direction we look, there's
So
something
again,
else.
one of the uniqueness of this structure is the aqueduct system beneath. See?
Oh, yeah.
So that was a drainage system underground, based on the reservoir. And then the architectural design is what they call apron molding, which is the rounded corners all around. And of course, this is a good example of the stucco. This is not Mayan. This was part of the pasting that was done by the workers. But this is the way how it was, plastered with stucco and colorfully painted. Today, all the stucco has been destroyed by elements.
Yeah.
And this is the palace complex, which is the biggest residential palace of Tikal, which is considered to be the house of the executives. So this palace has a total of 6 courtyards. So we are walking on courtyard number 6. The other interesting things is that you will notice that the steps consist of prime numbers. Lots of 3s and 5s and 7s and 9s, 11s and 13s. And this is also the complex that have interesting things is that you will notice that the steps,
It doesn't feel uncovered, it feels like it's still hidden.
lots of 3s and 5s and 7s and 9s, 11s and 13s. And Hilda.
¿Es área habitacional o área administrativa? Bueno, casa. Sí, todo. Todo esto en general son casas.
So the beam that you see there, these are original Sapodilla wooden beams.
Oh, wow.
These wooden beams are dating back to 1300 years, 1400 years, and still there. The carved ones were removed, as I said, and this is the chewing gum wood, the Sapodilla, the chicle. And inside the room, you can see the original arch, which these arches are called cantilever because of the stone blocks at the upper level that embraces the panelings that have that 45-degree angle inside. And then you have these benches, which was used as sleeping beds. The wall is straight ahead. That's the east wall, which collapsed during the excavation. You can see the indented angle of the window there. And here you can see the original wall with this one window. And the sockets that you see parallel to one another, that was part of the framework during the construction of the arch. And these were used as a privacy, because those are walls that might have been used as a doorway.
Yeah. Wow.
And so that's what make up the room. Again, this architectural interior design comes from the peasant dwelling projects. During the formative period, BC, before Christ, the Maya built on palapa huts and wattle and dab. That might have been the same housing around these areas, which later on,
The more we walk through this, the more it feels intentional.
to this kind, these are called thrones. And this is where in ceramic paintings shows that these thrones were neatly painted red. They were covered with cushions because they used them as rest back. So the Maya seated cross-legged, lean their back against the rest back. There will be also a spreading of a jaguar quilt at the center, another pillow, another individual, that will be going through this conversation, and bubbles coming up from their lips indicates that there is a conversation taking place. At the center of the scene, there is the gastronomy: tamales, chocolate, fermented beverage, and cigars. That was part of the protocol that led these individuals also to have their own privacy, their own type of conversation. And those flat white steps were used as sitting steps so that they can have also entertainments. And that's where they did all the choreography. That's the function of the courtyards, for entertainments. Somebody left this bunch of leaves and berries. That's the allspice, the pimienta. The leaf is what they use for. During a sunny day, you can see the reflections of the temples on the water. Or on a bright starry night, you can see that you can have the mirror of heaven reflected on the pool of water. This is part of what Tikal was able to design their own city. Eventually, by the Terminal Classic, this turned into moats. So that's the final function of the reservoirs. And then you have the first floor down below, the second floor here, the third floor where we are, fourth floor with the original stucco, and the fifth floor above.
So that's original stucco from
Yes,
Maya.
original.
Wow,
Looking at the
that's
beams
cool.
also, the beams on the left at the top and the beams on the right at the top, those are original. And those are also dating for 1300 years.
Oh.
Now, if you want to have an extra view from the top down below, these are the steps that you can climb.
Okay.
And you have an excellent panoramic view towards the courtyards, including towards Temple 5 as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a quick look. First step's a doozy, yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Why is everything placed like this?
They weren't just building structures. They were building something that meant something.
From here.
Hopefully we're not too slow.
It's humid, huh?
No, actually, don't do that. Butt ahead.
I'll take a video of us taking a picture.
Taking a video, we're taking a picture, taking a video. I see that one.
Oh, time to go with them.
Don't tell me what to do.
That's what I'm here for.
That's fine. That looks like the sheep in New Hampshire.
Take a picture of it.
I'm just gonna anything for that.
Yeah, you should take a picture of it back here and you can get it better. That's funny. I'm trying to get photos as much as possible, but also not overdo it.
Yeah, I'm getting a bunch too. So. I mean, I know it works, but I'm
Well, it's just different.
Still inside the residential palace. But imagine that the Maya, as they were understanding more architecture, they also start to understand acoustics. So whenever there was some kind of drama, because these was places where they will have dramas, karaoke's, and also they will be also expressing their own talent, because this was also part of a role of nobility. This is where they had their privacy. Those were used as sitting steps. So whenever someone was speaking or singing, everybody can hear, because there's acoustics within the plazas. And this is something that you will find throughout Maya sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Ya,
good time.
ya, listo, listo.
So this is the view of the downtown. Okay.
Oh, wow. Huh. Yeah, that's a cool view. Wow. So over there, there's thatch roofs. Is that representative of what might have been there, or is that?
In a way.
So what happened here?
Of that tree branch, those are nests of the oropendula, the bird with a bright yellow tail that make a nest like a water drop. That's the one.
That's cool.
And that's the nest. And that's another front view of Temple 1.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot to see.
No!
That's how all of them were.
Yeah, this
See it
one.
almost-
Yeah, this one I can see it better.
Yeah, you can imagine how
Yeah,
it would be.
imagine
I imagine how it would be occupied.
easier when you've got uncovered.
Especially like here where there's actual people walking around down here. It makes you think of what it looked like back then.
Yeah. It's a lot busier.
Yeah, well,
So this is what Pennsylvania did in the 60s. So this was labeled as the Grand Plaza of Tikal. So we have two temples facing each other, Temple 1, Temple 2. Temple 1 was dedicated during King Charles' reign, during his time.
I didn't hear him.
You said behind it there's steps.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Oh, we should do that last time, I guess.
He said a lot of stuff, so
Yeah, it's a lot of information. It's very quick.
El señor Kawin, a él lo consideran
So weird.
Pero es por escalera de madera. Ok.
Yeah.
We could spend an entire week here.
Yeah.
No te iba a decir un secreto más secreto. Oh, that's close to the mess. No, well, I can't see the giant.
Trying to get a straight on view.
Something else too.
Abajo y más arriba, como guste.
Jeez. My shoes keep catching on the stairs and I keep almost falling on my face.
Oh, Nick was on my feet this time.
Well, you just don't have to include that.
It's weird they don't have any toilets.
There's your OnlyFans footage. Yeah, that's okay. I'm here anyway.
Technically, you didn't live in here. The other guy did. Yeah.
There's a lot of things. So much stuff.
I'm thinking 20 minutes. Till we leave?
No, no, no. Until we meet him where he is to go to the next area.
Oh, Jesus. Climb up some of those areas over there too, but that's why you need a whole day. You need time.
Watch out, there's
Yes,
something
probably
poop,
pretty
puke, I don't know.
bolts, huh? I need water. I need one to drink and one. Just do a picture in front of that.
Pero así no, como uno pero más cerca.
Pero que es cuerpo completo. Pero cámara normal o así.
This doesn't feel like something people just walked away from.
He is the one then that commissions Temple 3, and after the construction of Temple 3, there is no more history about Numachak. That means that after the construction, whether he was buried beneath the temple, still uncertain, because this remains unexcavated. And this is the wood carving that was removed about 20 lateral stairway of the temple.
Oh, yeah.
Esta es una zorra gris. Estos usualmente, como les había dicho,
Chicas, no te había conocido más. El carpintero en el árbol seco. ¿Te lo vi? No le he visto, fíjate.
Woodpecker?
Woodpecker. Yeah.
Yep.
That's Woody.
We see those often where we are.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. There's more to this story than we understand. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna get there today. I told you that already.
That's Temple 4 at the distance. That's the highest point.
We'll be back.
That's the temple that was named Temple of the Double-Headed Serpent Priest. And Temple 4 was used also in 1979. So they call it Palace of the Wind.
It doesn't add up.
Also, the Chultun has a gap, and this gap around the vent indicates that there was like a Tupperware, a cap of stone that was sealed, that sealed the vent to prevent bugs and mice from going in. And that's part of the continuation of the grain cellar.
Wow.
Once you go to Uxmal, Yucatan, they make this type of underground holes as well, but they use them as water storage.
Well, that's cool.
And this was the main entrance. Can you go for us and go inside and come out this way for us? No?
Is that no?
I wouldn't be able to climb up there.
No, there might be tarantulas or scorpions or maybe a snake in there.
I don't mind any of those.
Well,
Or maybe a kilo.
we came here expecting to see ruins.
And Teotihuacan is 1100 kilometers to the west of Tikal. And there was direct contacts between Tikal and Teotihuacan due to the ceramic finding on this building. And one of the scenes of the ceramic is that the ceramic is black and the outlining of the scene is painted white. And it shows this what archaeologists label as La Entrada, the new order. And this Entrada scene shows that there is this Mexican mercenaries entering Tikal, bringing the atlatl, bringing also shields, and the architecture that is represented on this building.
But this feels like something else entirely.
Y se van topando a las paredes y van sacando las piezas de construcción. Esta de aquí, construida. Y esta, 250. Que comienzan a preparar la tierra para poder sembrar, queman la tierra para poder fertilizar, ¿verdad? Pero además de eso vamos a encontrar otra cosa acá.
And I don't think we fully understand it yet.
Igual día de noche, igual día, igual de día, 12 horas y 12 horas. ¿Okay?
So this is the pyramid in relation to the model we saw at the place where we stopped. This is the pyramid that is located within this plaza group, Mundo Perdido, and this was built in 5 different layers of construction. And each of the layers of construction had its own carving, but the biggest one is the one we saw midway the height. And those carvings are representing chaks, rain gods. And as
One there. See the branch is moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's moving.
She's a
baby.
Oh yeah, little one. Really hard, really hard.